Are you the Ted Lasso of NASCAR?
I am honored that you would call me the Ted Lasso of NASCAR. Yes, you just made my day, sir.
NASCAR fans. Today, we're talking about something truly revolutionary in the world of NASCAR, fan-controlled racing, and more. We share with you an exclusive chat with the co-founder of fan-controlled racing, Patrick Dees, and his idea behind creating this innovative platform for fans. That's not all we have Dees sharing about what he would ask the NBA champion Micheal Jordan, who has massively contributed to NASCAR and fans. But before that, do subscribe to the channel, and for more in-depth analysis, subscribe to the newsletter. First, let's begin with where it all started last year at Phoenix. Something incredible happened for NASCAR fans. The first ever fan-controlled car hit the track, and it changed the game forever. Before debuting the first fan-controlled car at Phoenix last year, many heads turned when Patrick Dees said, "This will be the first of many live race experiences where fans get to call the shots." It happened again last weekend at Talladega, where the fans voted and chose Mason Massey, who raced in the number 14 car in the Xfinity race at Talladega. Patrick Dees, the mastermind behind this initiative, is a self-described NASCAR neophyte, but don't let that fool you. His fresh perspective is what's driving this innovative approach. Fan-controlled racing isn't just a novelty, it's a peek into the future of sports. A future where fans are not just passive viewers, but active participants shaping the game as it happens. As Dees aptly puts it, this is the beginning of a new NASCAR tradition, one where every lap, every turn, and every race could be dictated by fans. In an exclusive interview with us, Dees shared his vision for making NASCAR more interactive and engaging for fans. He believes that by letting fans make strategic calls, they're not just spectators, but part of the team.
Everybody gets a vote and what happens on the field, or in this case, on the track in racing, or American football, or we're looking at golf down the road. This idea that everybody gets a vote, but not every vote is created equal. So, for example, if you've been calling plays in participating in the ecosystem and whatnot, every time you do that, you level up. And the better you do, so there's a skill component, there's a participatory component where you earn XP, like experience, like in a video game. The better you do, the better as a caller you are, the more XP you earn, so you level up. So rightfully, if you've been participating and you're engaged and it's in a strategically successful play caller, your vote you'll level up and your vote will carry a lot more weight. So you could be a level 37 and have literally, your vote could be thousands of times weighted more heavily than mine. And so there's this incentive for fans there are leaderboards, and they compete for prizes, and they compete for, bragging rights and all of those things. But ultimately, when you move up on the leaderboard, your vote carries a lot more weight. So there's this opportunity for fans to compete not only as a unit, as their team or their driver on the field to work cooperatively, but also competitively on that leaderboard.
The passion and loyalty of the NASCAR community are what make this possible. This isn't just about watching the race, it's about being in it. Moreover, just like Micheal Jordan, who in 2020 became a co-owner of the NASCAR team in 2311 Racing, which had many crediting MJ's business prowess, Patrick Dees, the co-founder and chief gaming officer of Fan Controlled, aims high. Dees and Jordan, two visionaries from vastly different arenas, both find themselves pioneering new paths in NASCAR. While Jordan has already left a mark with his team, Dees is set to shake things up with fan-driven strategies. Can you imagine the scene when the worlds of NBA greatness and NASCAR innovation collide? In an exclusive interview, Dees sheds light on what he would want to know from the NBA legend.
I think I'd want to know succinctly what the path to success was. And I'll couch that by saying, when I was early in my startup career, I had a mentor who we had this exit, and he was going on to do different things. And I grabbed him and I said, which is one piece of advice? I'm no longer going to work with you shoulder to shoulder. What's one thing that you can give me to take with me? And he thought about it for a second. He said, Patrick, I want you to know that success is all about what you say no to. Strategy is what you say no to. Because for a lot of people, there's going to be limitless things you can throw your time and energy at, right? If you got to be selective and chase the things that actually matter in ROI and that you are passionate about. And so I think I would want to know, what are the things that he said no to? And if he had another wisdom, so what did he say no to along the way to get where he is?
I wish he said no to owning an NBA team.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Did not turn out so well for him, unlike other.
So many questions I would want to ask about Kobe. I'm trying to give like an actual answer, but like, you know, being the world's biggest Kobe Bryant fan, it might be my favorite athlete ever. I know I'll be tempted to ask a little bit about Kobe and his legacy, but my hope would be that I'd want to ask something in the business realm, you know?
Speaking of the NBA legend, since his arrival as a team owner to NASCAR, it has had a huge impact, especially the fan base. Micheal Jordan is a household name for the majority of American sports fans, especially the youth, and his presence at the Talladega Cup race last week was magnetic. When Tyler Reddick swerved into victory lane at Talladega Superspeedway, his 2311 boss was overjoyed. Micheal Jordan's unbridled enthusiasm reminded people of his trophy-studded NBA games. Reddick's win not only won the hearts of NASCAR fans, but also the sports community in general. In its 75-year-old history, NASCAR has rarely ventured out of its comfort zone. However, times have changed, and the presence of one basketball legend is doing wonders in drawing diverse audiences to the sport. When Micheal Jordan joined NASCAR's stable of team owners, it was nothing short of a revolution. He was the first black person to have a majority ownership stake in a Cup team since 1973. Besides, Jordan's name itself is enough to send waves of enthusiasm among young athletes. However, 2311 Racing's top officials have acknowledged Micheal Jordan's youth-driving impact back in 2022. When 2311 Racing was born, we knew that its out-of-the-box approach was going to be good for NASCAR in the long run. The motorsport was in dire need of attracting a wider and younger fan base, and 2311 was doing just that. 2311 President Steve Loletta said in 2022, "Right now, our social media following is much younger than the general NASCAR fan today. It's much more diverse and wider, reaching in global markets that aren't necessarily where the core NASCAR fan resides today." Since 2311's rise, Jordan's impact has been spreading the NASCAR gospel around the world. At the Talladega Superspeedway, Micheal Jordan experienced his first race win as a team owner in person, and his passion was laid bare for everyone out there to see. It's safe to say that Tyler Reddick gave his boss the best days of his life. However, it wasn't just a win-win situation for only 2311 Racing, but the basketball legend's presence is a big deal for NASCAR too. And there you have it, folks. Two men, unique in their own ways, who are making a huge impact on the fans base of NASCAR. So what do you think? Do you enjoy taking control of who drives the car? Do let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more insights. Do share the video with your friends. Drop a comment below on your thoughts about fan-controlled racing. Until next time, keep the conversation going on Lucky Dog on Track.